A supposed leaked trailer for Smash Ultimate appears online, and it actually looks really awesome. Blocked content. What's happening, my blocked buddies, and welcome to a brand new episode of Blocked Content's Leak Speak. My name is Callum, and this is going to be your content for today. I've seen this thing, and it's pretty incredible. I don't want to, beat around the bush too much, but there has been a Smash Bros. Ultimate leaked trailer, and even though a lot of people have been saying this looks super real, I've got some theories about why it might not be, but it really looks great, and in some levels it really looks, a little bit off. I'm going to show the entire trailer to you guys, and then we're going to talk about what this thing actually is. So for those of you who don't want spoilers, now's the time to get out, but let's talk about this awesome trailer. For those of you who like giveaways, we're giving away a Piranha Plant plushie, the cutest. Remember to like this video, subscribe to Blocked Content, and comment down below to enter for your very own Plant Boy. We're giving away 3. I have 1 over here, so I've got 4 in total, which means it's pretty much a garden over here, and I need to get rid of some. All right, guys, let's get into this. I just want to show you guys the trailer first, so here we go. Alright guys, that was really something, and with really something, I really mean really something. This Super Smash Bros. Ultimate trailer shows a lot of artistry, right? It shows something that we know from Sakurai to kind of do, to tease with expectations, to, have high energy in it, to have a big polished set piece in the trailer. So it falls apart in a certain areas for me, okay? So I just gotta say, first of all, I don't believe that this leak is real because I feel it's very source filmmakery, right? It feels very high on the physics. It feels like it's not got that Nintendo perfect polish. However, it looks really, really great. If you just look at the way that Peach moves in the thing, that looks great. The dress moving is exactly like the physics in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Of course, they have this new dress physics, but it doesn't have the same shine as it has in the games. And also, the cinematic trailers for Smash Bros. Ultimate always look a little bit more hyper-real, and this kind of looks in-game with a bit of, physics attached to it. But I gotta say, this looks completely incredible with Samus having the first-person view of the entirety of Isle Delfino, which looks amazing. That's something that I've always wanted to see within Smash Brothers, having characters fight with their usual style. So, the final smash that Fox has with shooting down with the R-Wing, that's awesome. And then having something like a first-person view for Samus, that's even more crazy. So I love that they included this in there. But the entirety of this whole thing is just a really fan dream, and it's got some humor to it too. When Samus jumps down and, has this big epic moment shooting a missile at Peach, and she just dodges it and then later actually deflects or wants to deflect that big charge shot, well, we think that Toad's gonna, bite the dust. There's some sad piano music. Also something that I feel is a little bit out of tone for Nintendo, for Sakurai, having that sad piano music and having it be quite a recognizable tune and not just, be the Smash Ultimate theme and piano. That sticks out as a little bit weird too. but the entire idea of having Toad protect Peach and then end up, having this really sad moment and then having Toad dodge, that's very much that Sakurai humor that I was talking about, right? The piano part falls apart for me, but it's definitely, that dodge that could have actually been in-game footage for me. Kind of like how we had the Piranha Plant thing where Mario was walking up to this Piranha Plant pod and all his friends were knocked out, and then the Piranha Plant actually dodged and fought back. That's kind of the same thing here. I love how Peach flies away after that big charge shot, because that's very much like what Nintendo and Sakurai shows these characters to look like within these pre-rendered cutscenes, with that big puff of smoke and the awesome cinematic Dutch angle to it. So that's what I really like. And then Toad dodging and then doing a move and then Toad breaks free. I think is not the right thing. There's a lot of things that you could have done with Toad's thing. Also, I think that the font for Toad Breaks Free isn't the right font as well. I would have known because I did in the Smash Brothers Ultimate days, I did a lot of thumbnails with that same font, having that in the Smash Ultimate style. I don't think that this is the same font that they use, so that could also be an indicator that this is not entirely real. However, I really like that they even took the chance to put in some gameplay stuff, and gameplay stuff is hard to fake, and that they even tried putting it in here is to be commended. I mean, this looks really, really fun. Toad just running, jumping, and I feel like the moves that Toad does here, they are not copy-pastes of another character. Some moves really look similar to the run animation from like Villager, but then the jump looks nothing like that one of Villager. It actually looks like, Dr. Mario's down aerial or something like that. And the idle animation and the landing that you see Toadette do is also something quite new. Even the awesome, little taunt that Toad does there is great, and it's not the ice climber taunt. He does it all. We even have ice climbers in the same shot. That's a custom thing. So I commend the creator of this thing. I really want to meet this person, see who this is, because this is some awesome, like really, really close to what it should be. And I just want to shake this person's hand because it looks really awesome. Now, in terms of Toad being in Super Smash Bros., I feel like this is a whole separate issue, right? Because a lot of people would want to say, yeah, I think that Toad deserves to be in the game, but is already in Peach's moveset. Now, I could see the argument, like, that doesn't really hold up that much. There's a lot of characters that, appear in background of stages that are now in the game and stuff like that, so that doesn't really go for me. But what I feel is weird is that everybody who is new to the franchises knows Toad as Captain Toad, the character that they've built up from Super Mario 3D World now to its own little franchise. So if Toad were to enter the fray, I feel like Sakurai wouldn't just do Toad as a character. I feel like it would be Captain Toad or some amalgamation of a couple of different Toads, right? So I feel like the normal Toad is something that I would want to see because I grew up with, games like Super Mario Bros. 2, and also this trailer really, goes to that length to say, yeah, Super Mario Bros. 2 is where Toad was playable for the first time. We have the music in the trailer. We even have the throw sound effect from Super Mario Bros. 2 when Toad does this throw move. So that's what I really like. But yeah, I feel like if they were adding Toad to the game, then it would be Captain Toad, because that character not only has a uniqueness to it in terms of it's not Toad, so it won't be Toad from Peach's moveset, but also it has uniqueness in the terms of a style, a fighting style. It could use, of course, the pickaxe. It could use a whole lot of different things. It couldn't, have stuff like jumps, which would be very interesting for a character, so it would propel itself into the air through other means. So having Captain Toad as a character is attractive to a game developer like Sakurai, because it's not just, oh, this character from the Mario franchise. You have Mario, Luigi, Peach, and now, you finish the, Super Mario Bros. 2 quartet with having Toad in there. No, I feel like they would want to go for a character that has the promise of a great moveset. I feel like that makes a lot more sense for a character like Toad, to not waste it on just a simple character that has simple punch and kick moves, but now having Captain Toad to have a lot more variety in that moveset, have a lot more jokey moves as well. So again, that's not a choice that I would make because I'm a purist within the Super Mario franchise. I really love that they put Piranha Plant in there with a lot of winks to different games. So for Toad, I would probably want to have the same thing, like have a Captain Toad move, but then have the character still appear as normal Toad. Now, this leak is something that I feel close to E3 E3 gets me even more hyped for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate news. I feel like Smash Bros. Ultimate has been knocking it out of the park with updates. I feel like if we are getting something like Home Run Contest and a new DLC character even announced or shown at E3, that's going to make a whole lot of people happy. Do I think that it's going to be Toad? I think that the DLC fighters in this Fighters Pass will all probably be third-party characters. So I don't think that Toad, especially Toad and not Captain Toad, has a big shot. I don't think so. I love the way this trailer looks. There's a lot of great details, the smoke, the reflection in Peach's eyes, the reflection in Toad's eyes, the way that the charge shot looks exactly like in the game, and even that little, cutscene that Nintendo made to promote Smash Bros. Ultimate with the banner thing, that looks the exact same, like, say Mewtwo's blast in that thing. So I think that this person is a big Nintendo fan, loves the franchise, but there's a couple of things that, could have been added or could have been changed to make this even more believable. I think the T-pose that Toad does, especially the way the legs stand and stuff like that, that they don't really look all that much like what Nintendo would do with the character, and a couple of other tonal things, right? The music and the charge shot moving with the big lens flare, Toad's mouth opening too wide for the character that we've noticed. So there's a couple of things that I feel they don't even have Peach emote a whole lot, so having that happen here feels a little bit uncanny valley, but I really love it. I feel like this person should definitely work at Nintendo. Like, Nintendo, hire this man. I know. But I feel like this person should have a shot at working with Nintendo because clearly loves the characters, clearly loves the world, and has an awesome sense of cinematic style. Because how Samus enters the ring with that awesome, entrance jump, the superhero landing and the ship coming and all the leaves blowing. I feel like this is a really great thing that if this was real, like I had the chills, when I watched this for the first time. Those chills when you watch a Smash Bros. Newcomer video for the first time and you're like, wow, they really did it. Like, I had those chills with a couple of the Newcomer trailers, especially with the Castlevania one with Luigi in the castle. That was just so great. And other ones that were, hitting that exact same spot too. And this one actually had the same thing. When Samus entered and made that jump, it really felt like, oh man, this is a really polished piece of art. I don't even care if the leak is real or fake. I just feel like I want to have this trailer in HD, and maybe at the time of recording right now, it's not appeared online in any better quality than it is right now. But if it, if the leaker comes forward and actually said, hey, I just made this, I really want to have the full HD thing because it looks awesome and I want to follow the person that creates things like this. So I really want to know if you guys think that this thing is real or if this thing is fake. And above all else, today's comment question is, would you want a playable Toad in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? For me, it's a yes. I really want a playable Toad. I want to play as Blue Toad with a normal moveset with no real hint to Captain Toad. I like that character, but I like the normal regular Toad a lot more. So I'd love to hear what you guys think of this. If you comment down below, you could be featured in our next video. And of course, for the previous comment question, our answer comes to us from the Austin saying, I got a way better question than he does. What if Porky is the brave character? Sure, Banjo and Sora make sense for Kazooie is a bird. She can fly, but they are not the fast. And for Sora, not slow, and he's very floaty. That's not fastest attacks in the world, and he's somewhat godlike. Don't even get me started on the Rayman frozen in time well. Rayman is not incredibly fast like Sora. He's a little floaty now. I'm not saying that it can be Porky. It might be Porky. The reason why before it might be brave character because he's a little bit similar to Ness at this point. It can anyone more likely to be one of them? Well, the Austin, thank you so much for your comment. These are always a ton of fun to go through. Yeah, I think that there's a big chance that Porky could be a character in there. It has no connection to Brave, in my opinion, at all. Sora, Banjo-Kazooie, I see you mentioned. Those are characters that I would love to see in the game. I think Sora makes sense with Kingdom Hearts. Maybe we'll get Kingdom Hearts Story so far and Kingdom Hearts 3 going final mix for Switch. So I would love to have that connection. Some of the things that you're saying I don't get at all. I know about the Rayman Frozen thing. I don't think that that's real at all, so I've never covered it. And Kazooie is a bird she can fly. Yeah, it makes sense. I think you're referring to there was like leaked code of Super Smash Ultimate that had a character that we know nothing about, and we already know the character's speed and kind of strength and floatiness. So you're kind of, picking apart which character it could be based on how, weighty the characters are, fast in their own game. So pretty smart going, the Austin. So thank you so much for your comment. And for all you guys, if you comment down below, your comment might be picked out to be read on the show. So thank you guys so much for watching and sending in your comments. These are always a ton of fun to get through. And of course, a very big shout out to our latest Patreon supporters, especially our latest Patreon subscriber, which is Sudden Grinder at the Blocked Hero. Thank you so much. You are a Blocked partner right now. So thank you so much for joining. And if you want to join Patreon, Blocked content makes a lot of cool stuff. You can have your own character created in pixel art or Blocked style, join us for live discussions, have your own ideas animated by us, get a lot of content that's not on the channel. So go to patreon.com/blocked content, because there's a lot of incredible rewards there waiting for you. And remember, if you're not yet a member of the Blocked content family yet, don't worry, click that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, and all the news and fun, League Speak, Snake Codex, and a whole lot more stuff leading up to E3 will be delivered daily to you. So thank you guys so much for watching. I am very excited about Toad in Smash Bros. Ultimate. I hope that in some form this materializes and gets Toad in the game. The trailer looks great, so the person who made this, thank you so much. It looks awesome, and I'll see you guys around the corner where there's always more Blocked content, and I'm gonna do that in Toad's voice right now.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you around the corner where there's always more Blocked content.